My name is Vasfije Krasniqi Goodman. I'm from Kosovo. I had a normal childhood back in the 80s, 90s in the former Yugoslavia. I was 15 when the war broke out in 1998. In 1999, after I turned 16, I was abducted by a Serbian police officer, and I was raped and tortured by two Serbian men, and I was denied justice. And to me, it felt like worse than being tortured and everything else, because when justice is denied, that's something that hurts you even more after the crime is done. With my case, I was open, or I can say I was free to discuss with my family and with my close friends, but I never shared my story with the public. Until 2017, I decided to write a letter, an open letter to the rapist. And I shared it on Facebook, and I got a lot of support from back home, from people in the United States, because that's where I live now. I decided that maybe that's what survivors need. They should be able to share their stories and receive support. So I contacted Dr. Farida Rashidi through her organizations, and we decided that it was time for me to speak up and share my story with the public in Kosovo. Kosovo had heard many, many stories before mine, but they always hid their identity, always covering the face, changing their voice, so no one could put a story with a face because they were always covered. But I decided to go with my full name without hiding my identity. It was very difficult, and still is, even 3 years later. Sometimes when I think to myself, I wonder, how was I so brave to do that? But I think it was the right step to do. And ever since then, I became an activist. I got to testify at the US Congress for the Kosovo war crimes done by Serbians. I got to share my story a couple of times with the United Nations in New York and Geneva and a few other places. I think after I spoke in Kosovo, it gave the survivors some hope that society and the families would understand them better. And I always say, even if the survivors are not ready to share their stories, they don't want to be in public, at least I hope they have the freedom to be able to talk to the family members in the open instead of keeping it just inside themselves, because there's a lot of survivors that nobody knows that they are survivors. I have survivors contact me and they say, Vasfije, you're the only one that knows. I don't even have the strength to go to an organization because they are scared of they're going to be known. So that's what we've been working on, trying to give free space, even if it's at home, to be able to talk. So far, we don't have another survivor that is ready to speak up, but I'm hoping they will on their own time when they're ready. Just like for me, nobody pressured me, nobody pushed me. It was my own will that I wanted to share the story. But I'm thankful I did it. I decided to join a political party and run for the parliament member. And so I'm hoping to make some changes when it comes to just one perpetrator behind the bars for the rape crimes. And we have over 20,000 survivors. And to me, that's beyond, it's unbelievable. It's not something that we can continue to live with. We have to fight justice, and I'm hoping to be able to do that within Parliament, starting there, and work with organizations and be able to focus on stigma, focus on justice as my main goal.